Right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just adjusting the levels. I'm going to get the sound effects of what you're doing. So that's the sound of digging. Now, Anna, we're on a busy street in Bethnal Green. Describe what you're doing.
I'm doing gardening next to the Cherry Blossom Beauty Salon because we try to look after this area. It's like a very small place, but we try to make it blossom. But it's very difficult, to be honest, because we got lots of rubbish here, lots of food. People step on it, people park bikes under the trees. So every day we have to do something to keep it nice and beautiful. Not just for us because we work here, but for people who live in this area as well. So people can enjoy the beauty of the flowers, beauty of the nature. Yeah, it's very sad when people destroy it.
So it's a public place, so you're doing something voluntarily just to make the public area a bit better. Some people would go, why bother? Because it's not your street.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a tree here. Just leave it at that. But you want to actually make people
Feel better. And to see beauty. Not just, rubbish around us, but to see flowers, to see grass, nature.
Even in the middle of a busy street. Now you talk about Cherry Blossom, the beauty salon. It's right beside us.
That's where I work.
That's where you work.
So we together look after this.
I see. So
small tree.
So this is right in front of your shop. You look at it every day.
Yeah.
And this is part of making.
It makes me happy as well, and this is connection with the nature, the soil as well. It's nice to touch it, to be connected, and it's nice to look after it. And I think if everyone does the same next to their shops, this area is gonna be beautiful.
So everyone take a little bit of responsibility.
It's just like half an hour a day, even less. Now it's gonna take me longer because I try to do borders, and to make it look beautiful, but like 5 minutes a day just to pick up the rubbish, the cigarettes, the rubbish, and it's gonna look beautiful.
So this is actually part of the rhythm of your day, making this place beautiful.
Yeah, it makes me feel good, to be honest. And many people, they stop, but usually it's older people, like over 70, I would say. And they stop and they say how beautiful it is, how nice that we do this. They say, thank you, that's very beautiful, that's amazing what you do. But so many people, I have many videos because we have cameras next to the shop. So we have many videos, even last night, how people just take rubbish from their homes or from their businesses and they just throw away, like next to Cherry Blossom for some reason.
Right, so they just put up street rubbish on the street.
Their rubbish, people's rubbish, from the houses, from the businesses. I don't know why people do that.
It's interesting, that whole attitude of the street is not my problem, I will just make, I'll put my rubbish on it because it's not my responsibility. Yeah. It's kind of putting the responsibility to someone else, but you're saying everyone should be responsible for public places. Of
course, yeah, and we have special places for rubbish, so yeah. I think rubbish should be put where it should be, not just on the flowers, and especially it's very visible, someone is looking after this area, and like even 1 meter away from here, you can leave it here, but not exactly on a flower, right?
Have you ever tried putting signs up saying, please leave me to grow?
I did order yesterday.
Yeah, really?
The sign, so I'm gonna put it here on a tree. So I'm still trying, but it's quite difficult, to be honest with you. So I just usually ask people like, please, can you pick up your rubbish? Can you not to do this
Oh,
here?
so you
Because
actually speak to people about that?
yeah, I do.
sometimes?
And some people very nice and they like, oh, very sorry, and they take the rubbish. But some people can be very rude and aggressive.
Right.
It's like they don't care, like I can put rubbish where I want to.
Right, so they're like, this is what business is it of yours? Yeah, this is the street. But that still doesn't stop you going out and speaking to people.
No, I do talk to people. I do ask people, can you not to step on
Do you
the
know what?
flowers, please?
That's quite brave, because I think a lot of us don't confront people making rubbish because we don't want the aggravation. We don't want someone to be rude to us, so we just
But
don't.
no one should leave their rubbish on the streets, right? We have rubbish bins for that.
Yeah. You have a very strong, kind of like.
But why do we have rubbish bins? To put rubbish there. So why would I put rubbish on the flowers? Why?
Yeah.
It's something, like alive.
What gives you in your life? What has given you the confidence to have those conversations and to go up to people and say, please, can you not do that? Because many people would not do that, but you have confidence.
Because I believe that maybe someone will understand me, someone will stop doing this. Even if I stop one person of doing that, would be already better. The world will be better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Small steps.
It's just my belief, So I do believe in good things.
I suppose you have
and
to.
I do want to see this area with many, many flowers. Like beautiful.
You got a faraway look in your eyes when you see that. So when we look down the street both ways here, it's just a plain street. With a couple of rubbish bags, parked cars, parked vans, lorries going past.
Can you see that tree? How many rubbish under the tree? Across the road.
Yeah. I see it now. Yeah. So that's what you're trying to stop.
Yeah.
Could you put flower pots outside? So your pink shop front, you could put flower planters outside. Have you thought about doing that either side?
We used to do it, but as well we get lots of rubbish in these flowers.
Oh really?
So,
Really.
So we just stopped doing it. And during the winter, it's hard to look after the flowers because they die.
Yeah, and it's hard to make it look nice.
And we need to take it out and take it, outside so they don't live for too long. During the winter time. During the summertime, it's okay, but we don't have where to keep it during the winter time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now tell me about this shop, the Cherry Blossom Beauty Salon.
Yeah.
Is it yours? Are you getting a salary? Did you set it up? What's your connection with this place?
I work here.
You work here?
Yeah, but we look together with girls, like it's team, we just love flowers, we like to look after it, we want to make, we work here, so we want to work in a beautiful place. So we make beauty, not just in a beauty salon, in Cherry Blossom, but around us as well.
How long have you worked in this place?
4.5 years.
4.5?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a good place to work? It must be.
It's beautiful place.
It's a beautiful place.
It's beautiful place. It's very nice atmosphere. It's very nice team. It's very beautiful people who's coming to this place. And I'd love to invite you for some treatments. You can come for facial or for manicure.
Is it for men or for women? Surely.
Everybody.
Is it?
For everybody, of course. We have lots of men, women, people love what we do. We do beautiful treatments. You should come and try.
So what as a man walking into a beauty salon, what would the treatments possibly be? Would it be exactly the same?
All kind of treatments. Eyebrows, waxing, like back wax, bikini wax as well, manicures, pedicures, facials, back massage. If you go to the gym, it's nice to have massage after the gym. Have you been to beauty
I've
salon
never
before?
been to a beauty salon. I've never been. It's not something that's drawn me. I've not felt the need to go to a beauty salon. Not that I think I'm very beautiful when I look in the mirror, but I'm just like, that's for people who care about their appearance, and I don't think I care that much about my appearance.
Okay, I would like to invite you for facial because I'm sure you're gonna love it and you're gonna feel amazing.
And what is that? Like a face massage?
It's face massage, yeah, just to make your skin healthier, glowing, but also it make you feel better inside as well. It's like from inside the energy, because even if you just come into the salon, you're gonna feel amazing. The vibe, the atmosphere, it's very nice and relaxing.
It must be really nice for you to work in a place where people come to feel better.
Yeah,
In a
because
way.
we feel good there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to work in this place, you know.
Do you get? Is it always 100% positive, or sometimes do you have to work hard to make sure you do what the customer wants? Because some people might have a very specific idea of how they want to look, but they can't look like that. If that makes sense.
I think usually we can feel the clients, you know, so they need what they want, so we don't usually have any problems. Like most of our clients, they happy. If
Yeah.
honest with you, yeah.
Yeah. How do you manage the expectations? Let's say an average person comes in and they're like, I want to walk out of here feeling beautiful. I want to feel like $1 million. How much of that is like a mental thing, and how much of that is looking in the mirror in the way that they see themselves? Because everyone's got a different kind of self-confidence with how they look and how they feel.
Yeah, but I think like it's not about how you look, it's about how you feel about yourself, you know? And we help people to find themselves as well. It's not just about the way you look, it's about to make them feel better in this place, we show them their beauty, you know. It's not to change the person, but it just to correct a little bit, and to show them like look how beautiful you are, you know. It's just like to make just a very, very small changes, like, you know. But
That's a nice, so you have the confidence when people come in that you can find the way of talking to them and
but
making
we are
them understand.
experts, you know. We know what we're doing. So we know what to do with each person, you know. We know how to make eyebrows, we know how to make waxing as less painful as possible and very, you know, comfortable for each client. We know how to make massage and facial relaxing and enjoyable. We know how to make clean manicure and pedicure and relaxing, you know.
But you're also talking about how you talk to people. You're talking about how they think. So as you're doing these treatments, is there a lot of conversation?
It depends on the client, because, you know, some people, they come in to relax, they don't want to talk, so then we
Right.
don't talk much.
Yeah.
We let people to relax, and most of our clients, I would say, they are quiet because people just want to listen to the music. The music is healing in a salon, you know,
Right.
and they just want to enjoy the treatment after a long day, you know. And yeah, some people want to talk if they have any problems or something happened during the day, so we do talk to people as well. We're trying to help, so it's kind of therapy. So I feel happy after that, you know, when someone leaving the treatment room and they happy with the treatment, the way they look, for example, if it's eyebrows or if it's facial, so the way they feel after the facial, you know, like very relaxing, very, you know, like super relaxed. So it makes you feel happy because you done something nice, you made someone happy and beautiful.
How do you feel on a daily basis when you wake up, when you look in the mirror? How do you keep yourself happy? How do you make sure you carry also that same kind of feeling?
I do look after myself as well. I do beauty treatments for myself, you know. I like talking to people at work. If I'm tired, I go to the park. You know, I hug trees.
Nice.
I talk to the flowers.
Nice. So you've got a real connection with plants and
I
flowers.
do. I think it's important.
And when you hug a tree,
Yeah.
so I also hug trees sometimes. And
It's
when I hug a tree,
important.
I look up at the leaves and I feel there is a connection with the tree, and I'm slightly laughing because I'm slightly embarrassed about hugging trees.
It's not embarrassing. I do
But
that
I
as
do
well.
feel there is an energy exchange
The same with me. Yeah,
because I think trees are quite wise.
yeah, 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 100%. I do go to the seaside, to the south coast quite often as well. So I talk to the sea as well.
Oh, that's a whole
I
different beast.
listen to it, you
That's a
know.
whole different. I mean, the
So
sea is
it's
so
very-
big and wild.
Yeah, it's very important to be connected to the nature because that's where all starts, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Hello there.
yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, I don't mind talking. I can talk about plants. I'm really good at plants.
Oh, you're good, mate. I'm just having a conversation with her, if that's all right.
Yeah, all right.
Are you just passing by?
Yeah, this past I do a bit of gardening. I used to do it when I was about 14.
Okay. Let me just have a quick chat with you. What's your connection with plants then?
Well, I used to clean them and I would getting the dust off the plants when I was
Oh,
a baby.
yeah. What, the indoor plants?
The money
Yeah.
plants as well, yeah.
Those are the things that people always forget, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone lets their plants get dusty, and if they get dusty, they can't breathe properly
Can't
or something
breathe,
like that.
I used to clean them a lot, you know. Clean the plants.
And what brings you along this street today? Is this a
Just to
regular
get fresh
walk?
air, just to get normal fresh air really, and let the trees grow.
Yeah.
Get fresh air and let the trees grow, yeah.
Do you find?
For oxygen, you know, for oxygen.
Do you search out the quiet places? Do you go to the parks?
I go to Victoria Park,
Yeah.
sit in the park, Victoria Park, see the squirrels,
Nice.
there.
So this lady Anna, she's beautifying this little square of soil outside her shop because she feels it's important for people coming by to.
It's nice
See
because what she's doing is she's doing the environment work because she makes sure that things are still growing in life, innit?
Yeah, makes the street look nicer.
Yeah, she still makes sure the things are growing in life. Everyone's alive, everyone's growing, isn't they?
Yeah, true.
Cheers for that.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
I miss my mum and dad anyway.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
That's nice he came to say a few words.
Yeah.
Also, you know, I'm from Ukraine
Okay.
and I lived here for 20 years.
Okay.
So my granny, she used to teach me like how to do gardening, you know, how to be connected with the nature.
Because I was going to ask you, does
how I grew up.
your connection to nature, the sea, the plants, tree hugging, does that come from childhood?
Yeah, that's how I grew up, you know.
What were you? Did you grow up in a village? Did you grow up in
Very
a
small
countryside?
village.
Very small village.
Very small village, yeah. So we always had trees, you know, like tomatoes, strawberries. So
Fresh
yeah,
food.
Fresh food, yeah, from the garden, you know. It's not a farm, it's like something very small, and it was like very nice to look after it and to have, yeah, like organic food from your garden, you know. It's nice.
How much of the food on your table when you were young? How much of the food on your table came from what you were growing, and how much came from the shops and the supermarkets?
Everything from the garden.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe just bread from supermarket, but my granny, she used to make bread as well.
Nice.
So everything was like homemade, and it's not because we couldn't buy it from supermarket, but because she loved to make bread, you know, to bake, and yeah, to grow vegetables, you know. It just was normal for us. So I think it's coming from her. That's how she taught me.
Grandparents can be so important in life.
Yeah.
They can be very influential throughout your life, even when they're gone.
Yeah.
You can feel their wisdom. You can feel the little lessons you learn
I
from
still have
them.
my grandfather. He's
Oh,
gonna
lucky
be
you.
90
Oh, no way!
at the end of May.
Excellent. Oh, what a treat! Are you going to be able to see him, given the war in Ukraine? Are you able to travel back to see him, or do you?
I can travel. Yeah, everyone can go to Ukraine, but to be honest, it's not safe. It's quite dangerous, and also it takes long time to get there because it's no flights. But it's not safe. You know, it's on your risk. You never know where and what can happen. You know.
Do you think and connect with your family and friends there often because of the danger? Is it something that you
Of
put
course,
you put
of
extra
course.
effort into?
Yeah, we're always in touch. I always ask how they are. I always watch the news, what's going on. And yeah, so we're always in touch, yeah. But we are strong, and I believe that we're gonna have peace soon.
We can only hope that there
Yeah.
will be peace soon. When you left 20 years ago,
Yeah.
what was it that made you leave there to come here?
It's more back then. It was more opportunities here.
Yeah.
It was very, very different life back home and in London. So I was looking for more opportunities.
Did you, if you think back to when you first came here, how did it feel to come here? Because that's quite a brave step to go to a new country that you don't know. How were you feeling full of hope? Were you feeling full of fear? Do you remember how it felt?
I was afraid, to be honest. It was scary because it's big country, it's new country, it's different language, it's different culture as well, So I think it was brave, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I loved it, I loved my journey, and I do love this country and I do respect this country very much. I do love both, I was born in Ukraine, but I lived for a very long time here, and I do appreciate the opportunities this country gave me.
When you have a dual identity like you have,
Yeah.
like Ukrainian and British, and you have emotions towards both places, does it give you, in some ways, like with your work, you have different people coming through the door all the time from different cultures.
Yeah.
Does it give you somehow a little bit of a better understanding because you have a foot in each place? So you are already kind of thinking in two cultures. You're thinking in the Ukrainian way and you're thinking in the British way.
Sorry, I didn't understand the question. Sorry about that.
So because you have two countries in your life, you've got
Yes.
Ukraine, you've got Britain, does that give you a different understanding of other people? Because you already have one foot in Ukraine, one foot in Britain, so you know about crossing cultures, you know about thinking in different ways.
I think it does help to understand people better, to understand people more and maybe deeper as well, because it's mix of two cultures now. But I do love this mix, to be honest.
So you think the mix it makes for a rich mix, as it were?
I think it just you choose the best from both cultures, and it does help to understand people better.
What about your family? How many of them are outside of Ukraine and how many of them are inside Ukraine?
My father in Ukraine, my grandfather in Ukraine. I only have my husband here and my child. I have 8 years old son, and my mom is here. She's helping to look after my son. So me and my husband, we can work full time.
So
My
so you
friends here as well.
So you have like both a family and a friend network here.
Yeah.
So you don't. So in terms of your son
Yes.
growing up here, what's your view of how he sees both countries? Because he's growing up in one, but he doesn't have your experience of Ukraine.
He used to live in Ukraine for 3 years, and he
Okay.
was born there because when I got pregnant, so we went back home. I wanted to be with family in
Okay.
our garden,
Nice, nice.
So he used to live there for 3 years, and then we came back here, so he can go to nursery here and then to school. And we do teach him both cultures because I think it's important. He knows he's Ukrainian, but he knows he lives in UK, so he does respect both. He loves both.
And in terms of his future, is his future here, or do you think his future also might be there?
I would like him to decide that when he's older.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think because he's going to school here, so I think his future gonna be here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, we never know, right?
No, it's true, it's true. I've got a 5-year-old, and
That's nice.
I don't know, you know, I take every year as it comes. We live in the present, and you wait for the future to happen. You can do a little bit of planning,
Yeah.
but you kind of just hope that now is working, and then the rest hopefully will.
Yeah.
Now, you've just taken something off your eyes. What was that on your eyes?
It was eye patches.
What do they do?
Hydrates my skin.
Oh, nice.
So while I'm doing gardening, I can do some beauty treatments as well.
This is great. So these are little
I'll
sort of
give
like.
you some.
No, thank you.
To try.
Little patches that go under the eyes to do what? What do they
To
do?
hydrate your skin, to nourish your skin,
Yeah.
and to remove some fine lines around your eyes. Do you
Okay.
have wife?
Do I have?
Wife.
What's that?
Wife.
A wife.
Yeah.
I have the mother of my child.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, I'm asking, shall I give you one pair of eye patches or two for your wife as well?
We'll give me 2 and then I'll give you 2.
Sorry for asking.
That's okay.
It's only because of eye patches.
Is there not a beauty to the lines around the face? The lines show that you've lived your life.
I think it is
Smile
beauty.
lines.
It is beauty. I'm agree with you. It's beauty.
So you don't want to get rid of the natural aging process.
Just to smooth it a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I would love to age natural.
Right.
Yeah, I don't mind to age. I think this is the beauty as well, you know. We're all gonna age. That's normal.
Have you always held that view, or is that something you've slowly got used to? Because when we're young, we don't even think about growing old. You know, when you're 16, someone who's 25 is really old. You live like in the age that you're in. You don't even, usually when you're young, you don't think ahead, and then as you get older, you can't stop it. It takes over, and you think about age quite a lot.
Yeah, but I think this is as well the way I grow up. So my mom, she taught me that, to respect what nature gave me. And I can look after myself, but I don't mind to age. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. What about your son and the way that he thinks about himself as an 8-year-old? He must believe that, fitting in is being part of a kid. You want to fit in with the other kids, you want to wear the clothes, you want to follow the football team, whatever it is. Do you try and also guide him sometimes to go, it doesn't matter what other people think,
Yeah.
because the strength is from within?
Yes.
I get that very much that feeling from you that
Yes.
that's your belief.
It's important to be yourself, to have your beliefs, and to be kind, to be respectful to others. He knows it's important not to leave rubbish outside, and he never does it. He
That's
puts
one
it in
thing.
his pocket,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then he puts it to rubbish bin.
But the thing is, that simple thing of doing that.
Very simple, yeah, but it should
But-
come from the families, from parents, like, it's important.
But-
Then London will be cleaner,
I think also that just simple self-responsibility of putting something in the bin, which is not a hard thing to do. It feeds into other attitudes towards respect for other people
Of course.
and respect for public spaces.
Yeah, respect to each other, because we all live in this area, so yeah, it's very, very important in my opinion, and I have very strong opinion about that.
So these plants that are going in here,
Yeah.
do you think they will survive? Do you think people will leave them and not kick them over and put bikes on them?
I
Like-
can show you the video what people do.
No.
Yeah, shall I show you? It's just gonna take. I have saved it on my phone.
Okay, so now you've got your phone and you're showing me a video of what happens to your plant. So this is in the middle of the night.
Last night,
Last night.
you can see the time.
Oh yeah, it's
1:30
half past one in the morning. This is from a security
and
camera.
the date. Yeah.
There's 2 guys walking along the street. The street's quite empty. Nothing much going on. They're carrying bags. They're
Rubbish bags.
rubbish bags. Walking up the street. They get to your tree and the plants. Oh, and they just throw their rubbish on your plants. Oh my goodness.
And this is
Oh
the
my
night
goodness.
before.
And you're going to show me another one now.
This is the flowers I'm gonna plant.
Oh, lovely.
I got them from the
amazing.
flower market.
It's
on
bright
Sunday.
yellow flowers, yeah. What, those are going to come in here too?
Mhm.
Right, now what's this of? So again, so this is a bunch of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 young men. One of them stops and jumps up and down on your plants and then runs away. What's the point of that?
And it happens all the time, you know, these kind of things. This is just last 2 days.
That's insane.
So it was on Sunday.
Why would you even bother to jump on somebody else's plants
I
in the
don't
street?
know.
Probably after a couple of drinks, does it make them feel good?
Don't know. I don't understand it.
The fact that you save these videos to your phone, you're kind of digging into that wound and making yourself feel worse, surely, by saving those kind of videos.
It doesn't make me good to save it, you know, but I show it to my mom,
Yeah.
so she understands why I feel bad, you know.
Right.
And
Yeah.
some,
Yeah.
like, you know, she started to do gardening here because it was her idea. Like,
Yeah.
she came once and she was like, let's put some flowers here. Why you always get rubbish, you know, under this tree?
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, you are right. So it came from her. So yeah, she's coming here from times to times to do gardening as well. So
And
when
what
I
did-
don't have the energy and when I'm very upset about it, you know, when it's destroyed. So she's coming
And
to do it.
Right, so she gives you a bit of support. She's like,
Yeah.
listen, don't worry, I've seen the
Yeah.
video, it's terrible, I'm going to help you.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you that backup.
Yeah, because you know when you're very upset, you don't have energy to do it anymore. You like don't believe it's gonna change anything. So then she's like, "No, we're gonna keep doing it."
She's like, don't
"Oh,
give up,
yeah,
don't give up, my
give
daughter.
Don't give up. And I'm like,
Well, that's
"Thanks,
good.
Mom, for
You've
your
got a strong
support.
mum. You've got a
Thank
strong
you
mum."
for understanding." It's like funny and not funny at the same time, isn't it? We laugh,
Yes.
but it's not funny.
Yeah, it's kind of tragic comedy. It's like
Yeah.
you're laughing but you're crying.
Yeah.
Once you've had your cry, once you've been upset, how do you then pull yourself together and go, right, now we move forward, I'm not going to let that get me down, I'm not going to think too hard about it, I move forward.
I just do it again and again because I believe I do right things, you know. I do want flowers to blossom here. I don't want rubbish here. I want flowers here. And it's not just, you know, for me or for my team, you know. It's for all of us.